Noel and Damon here from Brrraains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. And it's they made what into a TV series, Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures, Season 2, Episode 22, Honey, I Digitized the Pac-Man. Written by Michael Mora and Ken Pontac. It's a lesson about reliance on tech, as in school, the class are struggling to use their brains to answer math questions. Well, all except Silly, because of course Silly's smart. Following this, all our phones go haywire, and it appears as though they've all been infected with a virus. All right. Don't hate the start to this one. Pack in the gang. Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say the name of this episode threw me off at the start. So I thought we're doing a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids
We
sort of
kind of
episode.
are. We kind of are with the
Yeah,
shrinking. I know what you
yeah,
mean, but yeah, like just because of the shrinking thing more than anything else. Pack in the gang codes to Cersei and he reveals that the city is under cyber attack and all over technology is betraying them. I wonder who is to blame. I actually sat there and was like, huh, who could be to blame?
yeah.
Maybe it's that pointy head alien guy that we haven't seen in ages. Maybe it's something different. Maybe it's someone new. Oh no, it's not the Buttocks and Betrayers who have released virus ghosts into cyberspace. How can they stop them? Digitize Pac and send them into cyberspace to eat the ghosts. Now there is obviously a joke about here it taking on the form of Pac-Man the video game. But I feel like they should have gone a bit harder with that. I feel like they
Yep.
really should have video gamed this one up. Once in cyberspace, Pac resembles a blocky character and sets about trying to stop the sick ghosts. Meanwhile, in Pacopolis, the virus continues to run havoc on all technology. The issue is starting to cause panic as Pac-World is so reliant on technology. This is the perfect time for an actual ghost invasion to occur, and Spiral and Silly have to use manually cranked PSEs to deal with them. Well, isn't that just lucky that we had those handy, right?
Exactly, yeah.
All while Pac continues to hunt sick ghosts, who now go on the attack. Pac ends up being slimed, and with that, actually gets stuck and unable to move. In trouble and about to be electrocuted, Cersei sends a digitized berry to help him, and Pac is able to free himself and defeat the ghost. So now we've got the MacGuffin of this, where Cersei is able to send digitized power berries to help Pac. And it's just a bit like, oh, could we not have come up with a more clever way to deal with this?
It needs an ending.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Betrayus' invasion is working, and they're now in the process of downloading information about the Tree of Life and repository location. It is getting desperate, especially as the ghosts in cyberspace are beginning to get through the Roundhouse firewall. Good thing Pac is here, and he has a combo power berry to take the ghosts out. The fight does result in Pac doing some damage, though, which has some funny results in the real world. The damage he's doing to the cyberspace and how it affects real world is at least amusing. Donna B and Betrayus now see that Pac is inside stopping their plans. They come up with the idea of sending in more virus ghosts, but ones with bombs inside so that when he eats them, he'll blow up. Bum, bum, bum. The ghost gang is here, though, and Pinky decides that they will have to go into cyberspace to warn Packham. Packham's, gonna save my Packhams. Spiral and Silly are able to rescue President Spirus and take him to Cersei's lab. Meanwhile, more virus ghosts are going in, and the ghost gang manage to trick their way in. Well, actually, just Clyde and Pinky for some reason, because the others don't want to help. Did you notice that?
Yep.
Inside cyberspace, Pac is greeted by a little bug who Cersei has sent in. Pac must get it to the Netherworld cyberspace so we can stop the virus once and for all. So Netherworld has its own variation of cyberspace. Why not?
Yep. Why not?
Cersei's computer is now coming to attack, so Pac has to move fast to end this. He makes it to nether space, which is very dangerous, and Pac has to deal with cyber monsters. Pac's digitized berries are still out of control, but here's Clyde and Piggy to help. Except they don't. They're useless. So Pac ends up just defeating the monsters himself and shutting it down. So why ain't filler? Clyde and Pinky just filler, isn't it?
Yep, of course.
Pac now has to fight a digitized version of Fluffy, with Pinky trying to help, but failing again. Cersei sends him a digitized donkey treat, which allows Pac to get by it. It's the home stretch, but Dr. B is still trying to crush him. How can Cersei help? The virus has almost got to Cersei's files, and even Grinder has been taken over. They're all in a lot of trouble, apparently. It all looks like it's going to be over. It's going to Mortal Kombat and conquest it.
Yeah, I wish.
No, Pac needs to end things now. With no help from Clyde and Pinky, he's able to get past the traps and into the center where he unleashes the bug on the hard drive. It's another failed Betrayus and Dr. B plot. Pac wins, and cyberspace is cleared of the virus. Everything is back to normal, and Pac returns hungry, and all the virus ghosted and sent back to Betrayus and Dr. B to vomit all over them. And that's how we end. What? Yeah, this is really disappointing. It's disappointing
Yep.
because there's no real imagination used here. There's nothing particularly clever. There's some good visuals, but it all just feels a bit like, oh, is that it? Could we not have come up with a more fun way? Like, I'm not saying do this, but I'm also saying do this. Wreck-It Ralph this shit.
Yeah.
No, you could just drop hints to other video games in this, right? Or if different eras of Pac-Man. Now, how the fuck do you not do a section where Pac ends up in his original game? Like,
And
on our screen, we
Yep.
see Pac-Man as Pac-Man was when it was very first released. How do you not do that?
I mean, since you're right, you're right. So it would have been a perfect episode to do that.
Yeah, just to really reference the games.
I know they have to give make a way to end the episode and stuff like that, and it's always the same way. It's always Cersei. Here's a new berry. Here's a new weapon. Here's this. It's just so boring.
That's it. Boring. That is it. It is so boring. At this point in time as well, episode 22. How many is that we've done? So that's 26, 46, 48 episodes. This is why when we say we're running out of steam with stuff like this, it's because of stuff like this. Where the episode has very little creativity, very little imagination, does nothing original, nothing worth watching, and always follows the same formula. And it's that formula, as you say, where it's like, well, here's our and we know we know there has to be one, but it's the lack of imagination when it comes to coming up with one. That's what bugs me. Bug, yeah. Honey, I Digitized the Pac-Man. Episode 2022, episode 22 of season 2. You know what to do? You got any thoughts on it? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.